Hey guys, so I was on my way to go check out not a seminar, but I noticed this really cool truck. So you guys have to take a look at this. Really neat. You never know what kind of stuff you're gonna see at the RTR. That's one of the things. So tell us, what do you have here?
It's a 2015 GMC Canyon gas motor, cold air intake, exhaust on it, makes right around 350 horsepower on paper, 305 with stock. I lifted it and I did a Curry Dana 60 rear end with the ARB locker. If you look underneath, there's a winch underneath that ties everything in. Atlas springs, Fox 2.5-inch bypass shocks. The thing actually cycles 16 inches in the rear.
Wow, so you actually had to reinforce it?
Yes, yeah. It's
how heavy is this?
So 7,000 pounds loaded with the motorcycle water. Is like 68.59 or something. So almost right at 7,000 pounds.
Okay.
As it sits, but with the motorcycle in it.
And those are two spares, right?
Dual spares. I also have a lifted trailer that I carry my side-by-side on, and the spares, it's running 35s also.
Huh.
Over here is a fold-down table that's integrated into it. Sometimes it's a little sticky, so let's see if I can get it down. There we go.
Huh. So it gives you a nice outdoor space.
Outdoor space. It's set up for awning mounts. And then on the other side, I have the roto packs that carry 2 gallons of fuel each, and these are set up I use for either off-road travel or to fuel my motorcycles during an event.
Okay.
300 watts of Renogy solar on the top, satellite dome. I have a 250 amp hour Renogy big battery that's sunk in the floor.
Wow.
Back seats are gone, and I did do a cut through. So I cut out the back bulkhead and tied it into the camper to make it a full RV. All underneath this is all storage.
That's really neat.
And the battery sunk in on the other side. Inside, of course, we have the ramp that comes down. This is my trash can. Let's see if we can get you up in here to see any of this.
Oh.
So this is the trash can, and then this is the laundry. And there's a separator in it. I just put my coffee cup there. That's where I do my coffee in the morning. I got EcoTemp shower. That's on a pump, so I can pump the water and take a hot water shower, hopefully in the ARB screen room, but that's not on yet. All of the plates and everything I did kind of out and on display. Everything's kind of in cells.
It's pretty tall, right?
It's 6'3", so I built it for my height. Wow. I'm bottomed out in it, so.
I'm 6'2". Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Let's see if we can get a little bit of more light in here. So water pump, 14 gallons of water. Down here is the shocks where they come through into, because they're 16-inch travel, so they come. The top of the shock is right in here.
Oh. Okay, because you could see through.
Yep.
So do you lose heat because of this, or?
Possibly, but heat travels up, not so much down on the floor. And in my experience, this is not my first build, but in my experience, insulation's great, but having a heat source that is continuously going is probably more important than how well insulated. I watched a video on pop-top Volkswagen vans, and what was going on with that is guy popped his top and the other guy put it down. They both camped in the snow. And in the morning, it was still 23 degrees in both vehicles. One had tons of insulation, and one was just the tent fabric. So it's kind of one of those deals. I have a Coleman heater that's located right there. And then I have a little buddy heater.
This guy right here, right?
Yep. Then I have a little buddy heater over here. So I'm going to do a comparison on what actually works better this weekend. This is a 5-gallon porta potty that's strapped in place right now. This is my wife's bed. It folds up and down. So when you're going to sleep, you put the pillows away, and you have a sleeping platform.
That's pretty cool.
And then I sleep up top. I'm 6'3",
So you have 2
And-
beds in here.
Yes, and you could sleep up here. She doesn't. She feels claustrophobic. I do feet first and come out.
Okay.
And by the time you have the loft with the pillows and everything, like you stay super warm down in like
Yeah.
the coldest I've been is 28 degrees.
And you're okay.
And yeah, I was okay. Get up in the morning, get a heater going.
Huh.
So
That's pretty cool. I like the lights too.
The lights, I just did the stick on.
That's pretty
and
smart.
They work good. These are LEDs that are tied in. All of my power command center is right here.
Wow.
And I have a 3,000 watt inverter, dish TV satellite auto track, so it automatically sets up. 27 inch, 32 inch DC TV. Sink with running water, 14 gallons of storage for the water under here. And then this is basically my food pantry.
And your fridge is huge. That
My-
fridge or freezer?
It's a refrigerator freezer, and it is a trying to think of the name of it now. Snowmaster. So you can program it. So one side is like this could be a refrigerator side or a freezer side, or it could be both freezer
Okay.
or both refrigerator. But I have
You
it set
could
up.
program it.
Yeah, the small is the freezer, and then the bigger one is the refrigerator.
That's really neat. Huh.
And you can set dual zones on it down here. So I had the ARB before and got exposed to this and thought it was a better unit, so I went with this unit instead.
Okay.
So
It's
about
really
5.5
good.
months to build this.
And this is all
The main frame is 1x1 square tubing steel, 120 thousandths, and then all the lacing is 65. There's quite a bit of lacing in it, and then a 40 thousandths aluminum panel that's put on with a 3M ultra high, very high bond tape, so the panel kind of sticks in place. And then I use self-tapping sheet metal screws every 4 inches just to secure the panel down.
So let's say, can this be removable?
You could, if it got damaged, you could take the screws out. That 3M tape is super strong. Like if you're going to take a panel off, you'll destroy a panel.
Well, that's if you wanted to sell your car.
Never going to. This is built as a full chassis motorhome now versus
Okay.
a plug-in camper. So this was designed and always going to be on the truck.
On the truck.
There's no going back.
And you could go off-road with this guy big time.
It works really well off-road.
Oh, yeah?
The Atlas springs that I had built for it are set up where they articulate and cycle, and they're built for the truck. That's how I know the weight of the truck, because the truck went and got weighed, front and back half, and then they built and designed, engineered the springs for this truck and the platform.
Okay. Huh. And so how long you're pretty much self-sufficient in here. You don't need anything.
Fully self-sufficient. With 14 gallons of water, I have a extra lifesaver if I'm going to go for a longer trip. It's a lifesaver that's a water purifier, like a 5-gallon deal.
Okay.
And you can literally put that in the river or whatever, and then you pump it up to pressurize it, and it gives you fresh, clean water.
And your gray tank, how many gallons is?
The gray tank is just this pipe, and it's got to turn off. I don't go through a whole lot of water. For instance, like I have one pan, and it's the ultra copper. While we're here,
Okay.
pull that out. So that wipes out super
easy.
easy. And then this is the stove.
Oh, it's really neat. It's right
So
there.
This goes here. You can cook, and when you're done, everything gets cleaned up. And you can just
Did you sort of recycle most of these parts?
a lot? There's a lot of recycled stuff in here. This mesh is recycled on both, and it was old rusty metal, and then I put 5 coats of clear on it. And I love the look. I love the way it turned out. And there was some stuff that I ran out of that I had to, like this, I had to artificially age, and that it doesn't look the same as like a longer process. Like, you know, that panel's been out for probably 9 or 10 years in the rain.
Okay.
So
Oh,
it gives it character, gives it a little soul.
yeah, it does. That's unique, man.
Thank you.
Thanks for sharing.
You're welcome.
So this is Tim. He also has a YouTube channel. So
It's Tim Rubble, ROBEL. My business is Tim Rubble Concepts, where I built this. If somebody wanted one, I may do another. I kind of like doing one-off projects. But yeah, I have my channel and then Adventure Athlete. 99% of the time, if you don't have something weird on Facebook, I accept all friends. So if somebody wants to follow this build is on YouTube. There's 42 videos from day one, taking the truck apart all the way to the finished product.
Okay. So we'll link everything down below. If you guys have any questions, you know where to reach. All right, guys. Catch you guys later.